Did they put cooler lines on this?
Yes. And they had them all twisted up in my battery cable and then got all pissed off at me when I wanted them to fix it.
Yeah, I know what it is.
What is it?
They didn't change the backfeed valve. So
It's the cooler's draining.
Yeah, the torque, it's called torque drain. So what it does, drains everything out. It overfills your tranny because all the torque and all the fluids in the pan.
Yeah.
You fire it up, it shoots at the vent.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's probably the problem because the check ball is stuck wide open.
Yeah.
So everything's draining into your pan.
So how much that cost to fix?
Oh, just the price of the part. I think they're $25 at Chrysler. It's easy to get at. You just
Here, show me where it is so I can sound it.
You see the transmission line, the little valve inside on the one end of it, the cooler line.
Okay.
That valve.
So it's like this, the bottom one, right straight down there,
yep.
with the nut onto it.
Yep, the nut, and then it screws onto that, then goes to your line.
Yeah.
That is the chuck bowl. And if that's stuck wide open, your torque converter drains all back, goes into your pan. That's why Chrysler put those on.
Yeah. Sweet.
You change that, and then you shouldn't have a problem.
That'd be all right, eh?
Common thing people do the lines, but not that.
Yeah.
And it's screwed. You could even take that out because they're spring loaded. Try brake cleaning it and working the ball back and forth. Because what happens, like if you broke this tranny and the clutch material and everything, right, went in that line and jammed the spring and the ball wide open. Well, they don't. You know, because what
it should be filtered in there though, no?
No, there's no filter in it. It goes right to your tranny filter, and then in the tranny. But the thing is, it's spring loaded with a ball. Well, all the material and shit, like, you know, from the tranny converter, presses on it, and it holds it wide open. Well, if you unscrew it, brake clean it, work the ball back and forth, that might even unfree it, so it closes when you shut the truck off.
Right on.
Because it takes the transmission pressure to open it, right? But more than likely, that's what it is. Unless the bushing has turned where the torque is, and that's where you get, it's blocked the vent off a little bit, so it dumps it out the vent. Because there's a pump vent, then tranny vent. And if you didn't stake the bushing and Loctite it, that will cause it too.
Right on. So it might only be a $25 fix.
Yeah.
Well, what would cause the fucking thing to whine so bad in reverse? Like the second gear band is also a reverse, isn't it?
Yeah.
So put the bigger band in there, could be rubbing a little bit. Like it sounds like fucking metal on metal is what it sounds like to me. You know.
See that to me, like when you're getting that noise, it's not adjusted properly.
Yeah.
Like it's too tight up against the drum.
Yeah. It's like as soon as he, like the brand new, I paid for it, this and that, I'm standing outside, starts it up, puts it in reverse. I'm like, holy shit, it didn't seem to fizzle him at all. Yeah. So I was just like, oh, okay, you know, got it and drove it home. But every time I start it, like, you know, I go backing up to my trailer or whatever, and it's just crazy loud.
Yeah. See, it shouldn't be loud at all. Like it sounds
well, like this is the third transmission I've had, right? I had the one that come in it was fine, but I put like 500 horsepowers to it. So now, you know, I'd hammer it and you could feel it slipping. So I was like, well, you know, you're, I mean, an idiot to just blow it up, right? So I had an 05, and I told him that I wanted the 05 transmission in there because it's got the bosses for the throttle valve. Yep. So I told him I wanted that transmission built for my truck, and he can have the 03. I want the 05 one in my truck, because if I switch trucks or this and that, then you know, if I get an 05, I can throw that transmission into it and blah, blah, blah. Well, I got the 03 transmission into it, and you know, but he still kept all my the whole like I gave him a perfectly good transmission, the one that was in this truck, right? Yeah. Well, actually, he just rebuilt that one, so it was even better transmission. The one that was in the 05, it had been lightly dealt with, you know what I mean? Like it had a torque converter in it and this and that, but it was, other than that, it was stock. But it was still, been gone through already recently, right?
Yeah.
So $3,800 and give him 2 transmissions to do, and he told me he was going to put the 05 one in, only put the 03 one in. Give me a hard time about the fucking the battery cable twisted like a fucker in the lines, you know what I mean? And now this, and he's giving me a hard time about this. Won't even fucking do anything about it. You know, it's 9 months. Well, it's in about 2 weeks it'll be a year old. But I mean, this has been going on for 3 months, leaking. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, I would try that first.
Yeah.
Take that cover off, brake clean it all so it's nice and clean. Put that piece on. Like, you can take the cover off so you can see the torque, and then brake clean it all off, put that piece in, leave that cover off, and see if it does it again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're gonna do it, but.
What would you charge me to do it if you were going to do it?
Oh, since we're doing your other truck and stuff, basically just the price of the part, we'll put it on.
Right on.
Drop the cover, brake clean it all. Like, I would keep it overnight so I can start it up first thing in the morning.
What if I just drop it off here and I'll pick up my other truck?
Yeah.
You know, when the red one's done, I'll drop this one off and just do the switcheroo, and then
yeah, no problem.
you know, because I mean, if we try that and it does it, you know, it says my hoist is out. Like, I got a hoist inside, but I got an 83 Dodge with the cab off it right now, and putting a Cummins with an NV56. It's a crew cab, right?
Oh, yeah.
So they didn't put a diesel in it, so I put in a Cummins with a get rag in it.
Oh yeah.
And shit right now. So I got the cab off and this and that. So my outside hoist, I do the undercoatings on and stuff. It's outside. It fucking sucks, right? So I don't want to fucking.
Oh yeah. I know what you mean about that.
Like, today wouldn't be so bad, but not going to be too many more like this, I don't think.
But yeah, when we get your red one done, yeah, just bring it in.
Right on.
Put that piece in, and then, like I said, I'll pull the inspection cover off, brake clean it all, and then take care of it.
See if that fixes it.
Yeah.
Right on.
Alrighty, Chris?
Yes, sir. So yeah, once you crack her open, if you wouldn't mind send me a couple pictures, and we'll. It's right on. Thank you.
Talk to you next week.
Yes, sir.
Hey, how are you, Chris?
Not too bad. What are you saying? Just waiting to get out of here, eh?
Oh, no, I got another hour.
I apologize.
No. We just didn't know if we should bring it in. We wouldn't leave something like that outside. If we could, now that it works.
Yeah.
I'll let you take care of it.
Okay. Right on. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Chris. Have a good weekend.
You too.
You're paying by...
MasterCard.
Sure.
So what kind of warranty you got on this son of a bitch?
6 months, I think, is the standard, pretty standard with a commercial vehicle.
6 months? I thought he said like 2 year, 40,000 or something.
Did he tell you that thing? Is standard, but that's usually.
Well, I talked to him on the phone. Well, that's what I mean. Like, fuck, man, I just paid $3,100 and we don't even have this straightened out yet. He told me 2 year.
Oh, that's what he said.
2 year. Well, I need something on paper that says that, man. Like, fucking.
Let me get it, because it's like, yeah, doesn't.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember because I didn't write it down.
Yeah, like when we were talking on the phone, I just wrote the couple. Obviously I didn't bring it with me or whatever.
2 year 40 then.
Yeah.
All right.
You guys talk, so.
Yeah, no problem.
Right on. Alrighty, no worries. Yeah, as long as that says that somewhere on whatever I'm. Perfect.
Customer signature, I don't worry about it. Managers, I can sign it obviously here. Store number 65. Okay, awesome. So this has been taken care. And that's your copy. I'll attach with your copy. So I'll stick all together. How is that?
Sure.
And then I'll give you here. And here are the. Alright, so I mentioned here 2 year 40,000, and that's your truck detail here.
Right on.
Beautiful. Right?
Decent.
Awesome. Thank
Right
you.
on. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.
Yep. See you later. Nice. I forgot to hook up the freaking speedometer. Speedometer. Oh, just getting home here. I couldn't help but notice a puddle under my truck. Well, that is 100% transmission fluid. boys. What did I do to deserve this? You go to a place that says they do trammies, you give them the money that they ask for, the price always goes up, and it always leaks. What did it end up being, you think?
Okay, so the speedo was simple. That was just
Turn
because it's
it.
a 4-notch, that. And it wasn't the seal leaking, it was actually leaking at the tail. Okay, I made a, it doesn't matter. You know where the tail housing goes onto the transfer case?
Yeah.
Okay. The whole transfer case is put together with silicone except that piece. It has an aluminum gasket with a red rubber piece on it. So, I couldn't get one, so I reused it, right? And it was leaking there. That's when it was actually leaking when we got it out.
Right
So
on.
we took the tail housing back off, and I used right
Silicone?
stuff. Yeah, right stuff is what we use. I don't really use silicone. So we put the right stuff on it, and then we drove it, put up the hoist, drove it again, put it on the hoist, and we let it sit on here until we needed this hoist. So,
Right on.
so yeah, it's good, and the speedo works and everything. Okay?
Perfect.
All right. Do you know where the keys are to his red truck? So the ball's down in here. It's a rubber ball. It's got
yeah.
a big spring, right? So
Crazy.
if it sticks open, it allows the oil to go back. The only way to do it is to change it. You can't.
Because
get
this would
at
have
it.
been new like a year ago.
Oh, he did put a new one on.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because like I went
You had
there.
all the lines
I went.
in
Yeah, I went there with no cooler lines on it at all. I just had a fucking loop because I broke
Oh,
the
okay.
line taking it off.
So
eh?
I mean, I can't. And to be honest, there's no way to check it without taking it off. And the oil was coming up. So what I did yesterday morning, we left it right here in that bay. In the morning, I came in, popped the hood without starting it, and it was way up the dipstick. So most common is this. Second common is it'll leak past the bushing in the
And the
front
torque
pump,
converter?
but he should have put a bushing in. I can't see it.
Yeah.
He wouldn't put a bushing in, right? But
Do you want
that's,
that still hurt?
yeah, you can, I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm going to rebuild it so you can tear it all apart. You can knock the pump out of the front case half because I got to use a different case half. So that's, give her a try in the morning, okay?
Right on.
That's all you can do. I'll put this with your other stuff. But you want all this? Can I keep all these pieces?
Sure, why
Yeah,
not?
that's what I said. You might as well, right?
Chuck them in the truck.
And I
Right
think
on.
your truck's out front and...
I seen
Oh,
it
so
out back there.
Oh, it's out back, is it? Okay. So there
Right on.
it is. You can talk to Grang about that. And
Alrighty.
I'm just looking. I'm looking for some parts.
Yeah, right on.
Okay. Hey, how are you?
Not too bad.
How's things?
Oh, me okay.
All right, just a moment. I'll just hang up. I'm just like holding since last 15 minutes.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. All right. Are you making any invoice for that or just for your?
Oh
truck?
yeah, whatever. I mean,
I haven't like there was some part
like
we ordered
a
from
hose or
Ford,
something. Yeah,
And
Dodge probably, but
let me ask Terry what he
Right
says.
on.
Yeah. 38307.
holy fucking shit. Wow. That's fucking incredible.
Okay, you want to pay by card or cash?
Yeah, credit card.
Okay.
It's a little bit dick though. So he told me it was going to be, it was a $25 part and he would just do it because I got the other truck done and now it's $387.
Yeah.
That's
it's
fucking
just,
ridiculous.
Yeah, like this.
Oh
this-
yeah, but don't tell me it's $25 and then tell me you're going to do it because I just got my other truck done. Like I got a shop and I could do it myself, right? If the guy told me it was going to be $400 fucking dollars, I would have just got the part and done it myself. It's a line this fucking big, you know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Fucking ridiculous. Man. I was so happy until just about fucking right now too. Like why tell me that bullshit? You got 3-4 guys fucking operating the program. You fucking checked it. Oh, I know what it is. That's a $25 part. What are you going to charge me to do it? Oh, well, we'll just do it because you just got your other truck done. Okay, bring it here. $300 and some fucking dollars.
It's you can see here like this is your invoice. Like I got it from Dodge, so I just charge an hour labor, so that's it.
That's fucking
Yeah,
ridiculous.
it's, you know.
Why would he tell me it's a $25 part if it's a $200 part?
Yeah, until it doesn't come here.
Fuck's sakes.
That's the thing. Making us bad guy, like when it's more parting, more money in parts. Usually go like 50%.
Well, I'll just be taking it down to the fucking asshole in St. Thomas who did it in the first place. And
Sorry about that.
no worries, man.
But this is like I paid them.
Yeah, no shit, eh?
Yeah, I paid them right away, and then the dealers, they want all kind of money. Yeah? Sometimes if you pay them money, they don't have part too. That's the thing. And you can just put it together with the other.
Right on.
Okay, thank you.
Yep, thanks. See you later. Are the keys in my truck or where are they? They're in it? Weird. It put it in reverse and it didn't just squawk like a fucker. Maybe they adjusted it for me too. That'd be alright, eh? It was just out of adjustment, just wearing itself out really bad. Said it was going to be a $25 part and you would just do it because I got my other truck done. But then I just got a bill for $400, so I'll have to take it to the Dick and Shit Thomas and I don't know, see if he'll pay it. Don't imagine he will, but make a spectacle of the fucking goof anyway, you know what I mean? Stupid fuck. But anyways, like it only lasted 9 months, so for sure, like, you know, I mean, I might only have 6-month warranty or something, but usually you get a year warranty on any type of the part, especially from the dealer, for fuck's sakes, you know what I mean? You're gonna friggin', oh, it's a warranty part. It's just going to be your labor that's going to cost you. You know what I mean? You fucking get it in there, this and that, make a customer happy, he come back. Make a customer not happy, all the other Dodges that he owns, he'll just get it done somewhere else, you know? I mean, at this point, I'm better off just doing it myself, and then at least I know what the fuck's going on, you know what I mean? It just take for friggin' ever, but anyways.
Don't the waters get you?